am joined by Trent Smith. For those of you who have listened to the Hustleboard podcast, you'll actually remember him from episode number 11. He had a lot of really valuable information when he talked about his entrepreneurial journey, and I knew that he would be one of the best people to talk about the creative things that he's doing to adapt. Trent, thanks for coming on, man.
Hey, Brett, thanks for having me. I'm ready for this. It's going to be a fun one.
Awesome. Well, Trent, I know that you're a realtor, but not everybody else does. Tell everybody kind of what your normal business is like.
Well, my normal business is about prospecting and setting appointments, trying to find people who want to buy and sell a house, or if they know anybody that buy and sell a house. But of course, with the whole coronavirus thing, my normal methods of prospecting are a little rattled, so I had to start getting creative with it a little bit.
So normally you're doing a lot of that stuff face to face, right?
Yes, a lot of it's face to face, going out and meeting people. One of the reasons I got into this business is because I like just talking to people, and I'm really good at striking up conversations with strangers, as well as knocking on doors and just going into neighborhoods and seeing if anybody wants to sell their house. So obviously I can't do that right now, so I have to do other things.
What are some of the creative things that you've done to adapt to the way you're doing business here in St. Pete?
Well, first of all, the first thing I did after everything started shutting down was I just started calling everybody I know, friends, relatives, people who live out of state, people who I met last week, reaching out to them, just, telling them that I'm here for them, anything they need, any way I could help them. I don't even talk about real estate. The purpose of this call is just to keep that relationship established, letting them know I'm thinking about them. And fortunately, a lot of the people I talk to that I know they still have jobs and are still in good situations. Some people, unfortunately, are not able to work right now. So I see if they need anything, if I could do anything for them.
So you're working on building those long-term relationships. Anything specifically that you're doing that's exceptionally creative right now?
Yeah. Also, the second thing I'm doing is doing my normal for sale by owner calls where people list their house for sale, like they own the house and then they want to sell it themselves. And so I reach out to them and I see if they need any help with anything, and to let them know that I would like to help them out and get their house sold faster for them.
Okay. And so a lot of this you're having to do virtually or over the phone. Anything that you are particularly proud of that you've done to help generate some leads?
I've just been doing a lot of the same old, but one of the things I wanted to share with people that I have been doing that I am kind of proud of was when everything started shutting down. Obviously, a lot of us have a lot more time.
Sure.
So what I started doing was going through my house and taking everything that I possibly can and selling it through Facebook Marketplace mostly. So
Right.
like shelves, old like music equipment that I'm not playing with anymore, and anything I can get that's worth anything $5, $10, or even like I sold my kayak for $350. But what I'm doing with this process is the people that I talk to that come over and buy the things that I'm selling, I give them my business card. I ask them if they know anybody looking to buy or sell. And also in this process, you get a lot of messages, people
Sure.
just asking if this is for sale and
Right.
whatnot. So I would have like 40, 50 people that ask if they could, if the item is for sale. And then after I sell it, I go back to them like, sorry, you didn't get this, but I'm also a realtor. Do you know anybody looking to buy or sell right now?
So it looks like you've done some creative lead generation then through the sales of stuff that you have just kind of lying around.
Yeah, and actually this did work one time. I had a couple of VCRs that I sold for like $10 a piece, and this guy came to buy a VCR from me. And I was like, by the way, here's my card. Do you know anybody selling a house or buying a house? And then he said, actually, I have a rental property that I want to sell. So I ended up selling him the $10 VCR, and then I sold his house. It was a lower price rental property. So I made an extra $1,000, which, I'm sure a lot of people would like an extra $1,000, but he's also got his primary residence that he's going to be selling soon too. So just for selling a $10 VCR. He came over, I gave him my card, and I might get 2 deals out of it.
That's awesome, Trent. Well, let the folks that are watching know how they can get in touch with you, where they can find you online.
Yeah, you can Google Trent A. Smith, or you can find me on Facebook, Trent A. Smith Realtor, or you can just add me as a friend on Facebook, Trent A. Smith. I'm also on Instagram, or if you want to just give me a call, 727-273-4188 anytime. I'd love to help anybody out.
Awesome, Trent. Well, thanks so much for talking with me today. And I know, like I said, I knew you were going to be somebody who had something creative in the way you've been adapting.
Yeah, this is the time to be creative. And also, I'd like to add anybody who is in kind of a self-employed type industry. Videos is really the way to go. One thing I do is I try to post at least one video every day. And what I do is I'll post it on Instagram and Facebook, and I really just try to keep it under a minute. So like 59 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, because I don't think people really want to sit there for that long and listen to me. But one of the things this does is it makes you like it makes you front of mind with people. They'll scroll through Instagram or Facebook and they'll see your video. They might not watch it, but they'll see you doing videos, and that gives you a little credibility because you're doing something that 90%, especially in my industry, only 10% of realtors do videos.
Right.
So they'll at least see the video, and then I'll be front of mind. And even better, if they watch it, they might like it. So.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Trent. I appreciate you hanging out with me today and telling folks that you are open for business.
I'm open for business. In the real estate industry, prices have gone down a little bit in some areas. Of course, there are a lot of people who are holding off till this whole coronavirus thing ends, but is still plenty of business out there for me. And I even have a couple deals in the works, so I'm doing it.
Awesome, man. Thanks again.
You're welcome. See you later.